This video, we're going to take a look at Auburn versus South Al. Obviously, a big game coming up this week with Jackson Arnold going back to Oklahoma. Big game for Auburn. Really want to look at this South Al game. Just look at some of their passes and some of their runs, cut some good stuff that they did, and just some different schemes that they ran. And right here, the first couple of plays we have are Jackson Arnold running mesh. Right here out of the twin set, you got this guy right here, who's an inside receiver going there. You're getting a mesh here, and the first read is 6-step out. And obviously, if you got a corner down low, you can turn that into a corner. Check swing here to the back, but your very first look is one. If you can take that guy, you want to take him, and that's what Jackson Arnold does right here. So right there, as soon as the ball snapped, eyes go here to one. It's one-on with the corner. His back's turned. He's got bad leverage. He's not falling to the flats very hard, so right there, really like it. So it's the top 1, 2, 3. Steps up, and as soon as he makes the cut, he drills the ball there outside the numbers. Tight window right here. DB does a pretty good job breaking on this out route. And of course, if you wouldn't have liked the out route, which is a really good throw and catch, if you don't like the out route, then get back underneath. You got your guys meshing across right here. You got your guy right there on the pyramid as well. But able to take the first option. Pretty strong throw here by Jackson Arnold in rhythm, in time, able to get the completion. Same drive, this time on a 4th and 5. So there's a pretty big conversion here on the very first drive. And they run the exact same concept. So again, you got your out here. That's your first option. You got these guys meshing here. Sit, check swing there from the back. And we'll roll and see exactly what takes place here. And see if the coverage is a little bit different. Right here, still rolling to a one high look, which that's what South Al did. A lot of Coach Freeze's game planning was based on beating a one high cover 3 look. And right on this one, don't like the out route because you see this guy drop underneath it, so it makes it 2-on-1. So now you're getting down to these meshes. And whenever those meshes are getting collision by those linebackers, and you get that second level route right there in the window. Great timing here as well, just seeing and anticipating this. Getting the ball out right now. Again, this is a 4th and 5, so really good throw and catch here. Big down distance here. Early in the game, able to convert, and I think one of the next plays they throw for a touchdown. So that's a big conversion. And you can see just how a little bit different coverage there as far as outside linebacker getting width. Underneath that, ended up getting to the pyramid. Easy throw and catch right in the middle of the field to a wide open receiver. Very next play, Auburn, after getting an explosive play, you try to take a shot, and you got your one-on-one matchup you like. Corner pressed. Safety can help, but right here as you're looking at it, you're getting releases here. You're getting a shallow dig. Looks like a check swing here. Not sure what he's got. Probably some sort of a curl. But anyway, eyes start away, trying to hold that safety, and then he gets to the backside, and you see that safety had already started rotating here, so you know you got a one-on-one with your guy. And, of course, Cam Coleman's the guy you want to try to take that shot with. Just lays it up there, gives his guy an opportunity to make a play. Don't love how wide he's getting. Right here, he started at the bottom of the numbers, and he just did nothing but widen out. Love for him to try to restack and own a little bit more space so we don't have to throw it way wide and just hope that we get a foot down. I think later in the game we do this, and we may see it later. But right there, a guy gets pushed out of bounds because he wasn't owning his space and just kept drifting to the sideline. But right there, gives you the opportunity, made a catch, even got the call right there as far as PI. But big early touchdown there for Auburn, trying to take the top off. If you can do this every now and then, make sure that they play too high look, just like we saw in that Baylor game. Now your RPOs and your run game can really come into it. So right there, you got to take those shots, and you got to come down with some of them. Here's another really good look of just a simple concept. You got trips to the boundary, and a lot of times when you go trips to the boundary, you're trying to isolate one-on-one with a lot of space. And right on this one, that's what they try to do. But then you also have this kind of a whip dig to the middle of the field. He's probably going post, something on those lines. Over here to the trip side, to the boundary. And right here, as you're looking at the quarterback's eye, as soon as he catches it, his eyes go to the single. When his eyes go to the single, you see this linebacker right here. He gets lots of width. These guys are dropping to the trips. He runs that whip. Inside release, and he's digging, and you can see that giant area in the middle of the field is starting to open up. So right there, that linebacker drops really hard. It's 2-on-1 outside on that vertical read. He's trying to sit it down because his corner's playing way off. All right, we don't like it. Linebacker got down to it. Now you're getting that dig, and this is also the back that's checking out right there since this guy dropped. But right here, throwing to that basic to the middle of the field. Really good progression. You're looking for that vertical, and then you're getting back to that dig, back to the whip. And, of course, I think a post over the top as well. But right here, good read. Opens up the middle of the field, trips to the boundary. Able to get a big play to one of the better receivers on the roster right there, wide open in the middle of the field. You look here, trips to the boundary, and Auburn working their one-high beaters. And looks like cover 1 here as opposed to cover 3, which is fine. Those curls can still win. This is just a curl flat concept. And all you're getting is you're getting the back out, and you're getting a spot. You're getting a inside release. He ends up running a curl, and then some sort of a flat. Same thing here, so a flat and a curl here by the outside receiver. All right, so you're looking at this curl or spot, then curl. Whoever takes the spot, you're going to take that. So right there, he's guarded from the left side, so we're going to work the curl flat to that left side. And right here, he gets man-to-man. He throws it through the window, and great job creating your own space right there with almost like a V-cut. Puts his foot in the ground, works back to the ball, Ball's obviously not that accurate, but right there goes up, makes a play for him. If you put on his face mask, he'll have a chance to make that guy miss, I believe. But right there, just a little bit inaccurate with the football, but real easy to read. Spot curl. He's wide open. Let's go ahead and give it to him. Good job beating man-to-man with the curl route, which is obviously not always a man beater, but right there, if you're playing physical, playing with leverage at the top of the route, you can beat man-to-man there with curl flat. Now we're looking at the same concept, just a little more open field and more of a zone look here from South Al. I mean, it's just a curl flat and getting it on both sides here at an empty. And right here, again, hey, somebody's got to take the spot, and the spot's coming right here from this receiver. Everybody's getting a lot of depth, playing zone coverage just on a 3rd and 9. Everybody just keeps backing up. I really like this route. By one, he tries to go with his outside shoulder, gets him to open his hips. Then whenever he sits it down, runs back to the quarterback, he's got a lot of space. So right there, when he sticks that thing, goes vertical, then he stops right there, working back to the quarterback. Good, accurate ball right here. Hit him right in the face mask. Exactly what you want. Again, the spot, wide open, your very first thing, throw it. If one of these backers would have taken it, whether it's this guy or that guy, you're going to work that curl. So right there's a curl, there's your flat, and there's another curl working in right where he's at. So, I mean, the great concept. Looks like maybe a Tampa type look, especially the way this Mike's playing, trying to get over the top. That's where they're Tampa, you just treat it like cover 3. And right there, good cover 3 beater. Easy throwing catch for a first down on 3rd and 9. Here's the fade ball that we were talking about earlier whenever we said, hey, a guy just didn't own his space. And right here, you're just running a slot fade. And of course, this is a really good receiver, but you've got to own your space on the line of scrimmage right there. Whenever you make that cut, all right, you've got him beat. Lean against him. Contacts your friend. You want to stay there at the bottom of the number so there's somewhere for the quarterback to throw you to. But instead, when he makes that cut, he just keeps drifting. All right, so he started here on the cut. Now you see how he's just drifting wider and wider and just all the way basically out of bounds. So right here, obviously stick it, lean, contacts your friend instead of running away from the guy. I mean, this is open field and you know you're going to run for a touchdown, okay, maybe. But at the red zone goal line, he closes the space. And all you do is you just keep drifting wide, and just get pushed out of bounds real easily. I mean, this should have been a great play. You're one-on-one with a matchup that you like. All right, you've got to own that space a lot more, give your quarterback room to throw. But instead, right there, you had to be Joe Montana and put it right on him. Probably back shoulder right there, because if you put that thing up, he's just going to push him out of bounds like he does. So we've seen some of the passing game. Now we're going to look at some of the run game against South Al. Obviously, really big inside zone. And right here, if you're looking at it, you got 20 personnel, you got 6 in the box for your 6 to block. And what was really good about this blocking scheme is watch this tackle and watch this tight end. They do a great job here. It looks like South Al switches this up. So the end, he makes contact and he works out to the outside gap. And that tight end takes him over and that tackle works up. I know it's hard to see, but man, that's a great combo block right there. All right, not just guessing what they're going to end up doing. So right there, tackle does a great job having eyes up on that linebacker, fullback, tight end guy. Great job there as well, getting in there, body for body, and they roll right through that C gap. So that was an awesome job by those dudes on that double team. And of course, the wide guy right here coming from width. He has to come from width after the snap because of RPOs. They have to get there and cover it up. But right there, man, awesome job there on that double team. And then, of course, double teaming up to the front side linebacker as well. Ends up being an explosive play there for Auburn. Just straight inside zone, downhill at 20 personnel. Another play I really like was Singleton. Obviously, the speed and the way he can get the ball in his hands and make things happen is basically looking like inside zone here. And you know this guy's going to squeeze, so you can use good techniques, good fundamentals against him. The tight end, he works out right there. And, of course, his back's working downhill, but just toss it to him. Everybody else is running inside zone to the left and know how those guys are going to squeeze. So right there he squeezes. By the time he gets his eyes up and sees what's going on, Singleton's already out the back gate, and they're rolling right there up on a safety. Not just a huge play, but really like kind of the misdirection, making those ends slow down. These guys right here, obviously you talk about SEC players in SEC games, those guys are difference makers with pass rush, with stopping the run, playing the quarterback, all that stuff, so you got to give them different looks. So this is a great job right here, just giving them a different look, giving them just a toss right there to the running back, a toss right there to the receiver, and make his coaching wrong so he can get the edge, and now they're rolling for a decent gain right there on 2nd and 10. Another look here of just changing up the look for that defensive end. And right here, they motion in. So right there, it started as a 10 personnel set. The end feels like he's got pretty free. And then right there, whenever he motions in, he's like, all right, now we're in a tight set. This guy's got a chance to come down and block on me. And he jabs at him, but then he outside releases. So right here, he sees man-to-man. And he runs a slant in there to block whoever shows up, whether it's a play side linebacker or whatever. So right there, they take 2 for 1. Take the corner, then also whoever he blocks. And great job here, he arcs out. That tight end is manned up by that linebacker. As you see that linebacker that arcs out with him, now he's just going to end up blocking him. So we get a pull read here from Arnold. In squeezes, the eyes are on the running back. So we get an easy pull read, and now we're working the edge and walking touchdown, going up 14-3 on South Al. Again, changing up the look for those DNs. give him different looks, and great job right there, able to take 2 for 1 with that guy going into crack against man-to-man. Look here, just running quarterback counter, and they're getting to unbalanced set. These guys are both on, they motion across. I think they're really hoping that they eliminate maybe 1 or 2 defenders, but really, everybody just kind of bumps just a little bit, and they're not too worried about it. So right there, we're looking at counter. Numbers aren't great here, so you're going to kick. Right there, obviously, he comes in and he squeezes, and he just destructs his block. Square, fullback, he works in right there up here, and he's working around. So really got some unblocked guys, especially that Mike linebacker is probably an unblocked guy if you just drew it up perfectly. But right here, over pursues, and Jackson Arnold does a great job putting his foot in the ground, beating that guy, and then he's just cleaning it up. And then everybody, hey, we got to play with some momentum. I know it's South Al, but man, we've got to push this guy in the end zone. Don't snap the ball again. Make sure we score when we run the quarterback down here. Find a way to push him into the end zone. That's what happens right here. Even though outnumbered, that misdirection really didn't do much as far as getting the numbers right. But right there, Jackson Arnold being a tough dude, makes one guy miss and then falls forward in the end zone with the help from the O-line, receivers, everybody right there on that play side. Here's a look here of just trying to get the numbers right in the box. They're running an out route. Again, 20 personnel, running inside zone, going to double there up. This tight end, fullback, they're working there up to that linebacker as well. But really, you're seeing, hey, is this guy pressed or not? Early in the game, they threw that fade. I don't think that was really RPO. This is just a pass route. But right here, if he's down pressed, I think they're probably going to run a fade. Try to throw for a touchdown here. But he's about 4 or 5 yards off. He gives ground, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 foot in the ground, speed out. And right there, Arnold, he likes it because, hey, we're -1 in the box. It's one high look. He's just got to play off. All right, if he plays off, now we're running out route. If he's down low, we'll run past him on the fade. So right here, he just throws this out route on time and rips it to him. I mean, again, you got to do this every now and then. Again, make a guy miss. That's why you like your one-on-ones. But every now and then you got to do this to make sure that they can go too high because you want him here whenever you're running that inside zone. But right here, rolls down to the box, take your one-on-one matchup on an out route, makes a guy miss, turns to an explosive play there for Auburn. I know everybody's excited about this game this next week. I know it's going to be huge for both Oklahoma and for Auburn. Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to the matchups with Brent Venables, Hugh Freeze, and also seeing Jackson Arnold going back to Oklahoma, how his reception is, and see how he's able to play. So really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys again next video.